What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Be sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. Unfortunately, even though we all thought Stellar Blade was going to be the one game that slipped through, didn't let DEI corrupt it, didn't let the censorship get to it, and unfortunately, we have found out that while DEI might have been held back, the censorship got through. The sexy outfits that we thought would be there were in fact changed. The overt violence was in fact scaled back. And well, there's some plans to do this. Mark Kern, Grummz rather, has a plan for that. An 8-step one. Key amongst it being canceling your PlayStation Plus subscriptions while still buying physical copies of Stellar Blade and not updating it, and being very loud and vocal, both with physical mails and also digital emails, of telling them to reverse decisions, to reverse all of these, even if it's looking like Sony is 100% the one that forced them to do it. That's not being met with a lot of, shockingly, not being met with a lot of enthusiasm for corrupted games journalists, including, and we've heard her from before, GameSpot editor Jessica Cogswell took to social media to decry Mark Kern's petition and plan to uncensor Stellar Blade as the most unhinged behavior I've seen in quite some time. Never mind the fact that Mark Kern, who, as pointed out here, was a former World of Warcraft team lead and also was instrumental in getting World of Warcraft Classic out, which he did through a number of tactics, including petitions, which he's doing here, word of mouth, which he's doing here, and also just the general campaign like this. So we went over it briefly in a video last night, but yes, even though Stellar Blade has said that the same uncensored version in all countries was going to be coming out, as it went on, we saw here is the unpatched disc version of her outfit. And in the patched version, she very clearly, they added in a little undershirt here under her breasticles. And there in the New Game Plus variant, it is entirely covered. And we've also seen a little bit of a cope of them saying, the New Game variant was always supposed to be the version that we did. Sure. And here we have learning the law, Stellar Blade gore censorship. Before the patch, Eve's blood is splattered all over her body. Post-patch, decrease is dramatic. And yes, you obviously don't see that blood over her body, and you can't make this as some sort of excuse of it takes up a lot of memory to have the blood on her body or anything like that, because it worked fine before. Shout out to Hypnotic for pointing that out. You have to do that, though. Every time you hear these things, you have to try and steelman it first so that you can see whether you can try to suss out any weaknesses in the argument. So given these changes, Kern launched his 8-step plan, and key among that is, at least at the time of this, has garnered over 5,000 signatures. I believe that petition has far more. By the time this video comes out, it will have even more. And I will, of course, in this video, if you go into the descriptions, we will have the link to both Grummz is Twitter, because apparently he's being shadow banned, and we will have the link to this petition to have PlayStation 5 and Sony reverse the changes in this patch. All in all, this sounds like not a horrible plan, and also calling, like I said, for the PlayStation Plus subscriptions to be canceled in the meantime. Cogswell reacted to this writing on X. This is the most unhinged behavior I've seen in quite some time, and I have a 2-year-old. I mean, even though like I said, the goal's over 5,000 already. Cogswell is no stranger in attacking gamers, despite writing for an outlet that attempts to cater to them. Back in March, she wrote, "Man, I don't know how these incel gamer dudes are expecting games to have hot characters and characters representative of them at the same time. Hey, how dare you?" She added, laughing my ass off at these replies. Get a life, weirdos. Well, and she wonders why their games fail, the one she covers. Cogswell, people, no one goes to GameSpot anymore. Cogswell concluded the thread writing, "When did we say we wanted representation? Every other fucking time your collective tweets, it's about how woke characters and women are in every role, and you miss cis-het white men being allowed in things." Well, yeah, because you've basically race and gender swapped every single main character. Shout out Star Wars Outlaws. In March 2023, Cogswell declared she would stop using the term JR. Oh, that's right. She thought JRPG was racist, even though it's describing a very specific type of RPG. Yeah, and this is another one with her telling white people they're not allowed to comment and it's not our time. Another guilty white woman that is responsible for guilty things and bad takes. Not only does she share, yeah, this is her more white hatred. Quick reminder to white people as a white person, we definitely need to weigh in. We definitely don't need to weigh in and give our takes on something that is pretty definitively not in our lane. Well, either way, she's weighing in on this one. No, she doesn't weigh in on the scale. Yeah, this is dumb. Like I said, she probably wasn't going to play this game to begin with. So what does she care? She's just mad that we care enough to actually do something and say something. Let me know what you think of this. Are you playing Stellar Blade? Are you still going to buy the physical version and then just not upgrade it? Or are you like, nah, fuck it. I don't care whether Sony made them do it or not. They censored it when they said they wouldn't. So screw them. I'm not playing it. How are we thinking? What are we going on this? What are we thinking about this? I don't have a PlayStation. I was hoping this would be good. And then in a year, as they've sort of tended to do, they would release it on PC. I don't know what we're going on right now, but let's see what this censorship, this boycott of it does. Like I said, Grummz got the World of Warcraft to release that classic version through using some of these same tactics. So it is tried and true. Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you are going to do that, thank you. And well,
bye.